I think that everybody, at some point in their lives, should have a really shitty job.
I think that most students enjoy their jobs about 30% of the time.
It was a good learning experience in terms of like what shitty jobs are like, and this could be you if you don't graduate from Carleton.
We have a lot of different types of student employees that are here. Some are very motivated, others lack that motivation.
I wouldn't say I'm more enthusiastic than other people about working in the dining hall, but I think that I'm just better at showing more enthusiasm, doing a little acting, if you will.
Whenever I walk in here, all the student workers are just basically on the verge of tears. That would never work here.
It's not the world's best job by any means, especially when a student can walk by the post office and see their friends, their peers doing homework. It is a constant struggle to motivate them, and some students you just won't be able to motivate at all.
It is a little bit hard to get students to stay here to do student manager thing because, well, it's basically doing what you do as a student worker, except people don't show up for their shifts, and then you get stuck doing like 5 people's jobs at once.
Being a student manager can be quite stressful at times. You know, unlike other jobs, I can't sit down and do my homework.
I don't think I'd be doing it if I didn't get paid more than anyone else on campus.
I wouldn't be a manager if they paid me $20 an hour. And hey, I got Student Worker of the Month.
I really hated coming into work. It's just so repetitive that it gets old after a while. Plus it's just dirty and gross.
I think the majority of the students think, yeah, this is definitely a bad job to have, and oh shoot, we got stuck working in food service. But we do get some quality workers that actually like to work dining services.
It's sort of a, a challenge, just like academics. Like sometimes you get the odd sandwich makers who are extremely enthusiastic, and there's just a little bit of tension in that, like you don't seem like it'll last. Nobody likes this job. This is just, filling up rotten milk and dealing with really dirty, smelly things. Finding out the inner workings of the dining hall is a little unappetizing.
Those students who are good, usually they show up all the time, so that's the reason why when we schedule students, we usually put the best students for the worst shifts.
I think it's very fair to assume that the best workers often get the worst jobs.
Overall, I'd say it was a bad experience, but I learned some things from it, so it wasn't completely horrible.
I mean, it's definitely, I think, a good experience. I'll put it that way. It's not my favorite thing to do when I wake up in the morning, but I feel like it builds character. I would definitely very much like to be working somewhere else. The biggest thing that makes the job crappy is, you have to, it's just a lot of tedious, repetitive things. There's something about the smell, I don't know, like, I think it's the broccoli. You can like smell it on other people. Among the horrible jobs in the dining hall, dishroom is by far the worst. You're just in this little hole, and you're just like these gremlins. Like, you walk by the hall and you think, I bet there are like, some goblins in the back that like, take the trays out and clean them up. Yeah, that's me and my fellow coworkers.
I think the only good thing about this job is clocking out.